Hi guys, I'm PUTSY and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. As you can see from the title, I'm going to react to my own Spotify Wrapped 2021. I don't know if it's interesting, but it might be interesting for some of you. But I personally love watching other people's Spotify Wrapped. Like, I just want to know what a lot of other people are listening to, if they have similar taste with me or something like that. It's interesting to me, so just in case at least one of you out there are also interested to see what other people's Spotify Wrapped is, then this might be the perfect video for you. So I have a little bit of idea of who might take the #1 spot. Pretty sure it will be Taylor Swift. If you watch any of my video before, you probably know that Taylor Swift is my absolute favorite artist. And as we all know, she's been releasing a lot of new music, new albums for the past 2 years. So naturally, I've been listening to a lot of her music. Olivia Rodrigo and Billie Eilish might be in there as well. But I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift is my #1. If not, then I think there's something really wrong with Spotify algorithm or something. But we'll see what other things I listened to this past year. That's Olivia Rodrigo, so I think she might be in the list. Oh, I really like the color combination and the design this year. It's a little bit like chaotic, kind of look like a snake. Is there any significance with that, with snake? Or maybe it's not snakes. This year was anything but normal. I don't know if the song is going to Always Be Brutal by Olivia Rodrigo, but that's a very fitting song.
It's brutal out here.
Ready to get into the thick of it? Okay, I'm ready. See, that looks like snakes to me. Oh, and action. If 2021 was a movie, you are the main character. Okay, and that's new. I don't think last year we have anything like this, with the movie thing. If they always improving and keep adding something new, then that's great. Makes every single year a little bit more interesting. But let me know in the comment section down below if you also have the main character, if this section is the same for every single person, or if there's any different one. Champagne Problems. I'm pretty sure it should be somewhere in my top 5, if not top 3, because that's one of my favorite songs ever, the one that I've listened to the most in 2021. And what's a movie without a soundtrack? That's true. The opening credits theme is Champagne Problems by Taylor Swift. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, that's an amazing song, but this is a very sad song, so I guess I'm the main character for a very sad movie. But I also love sad songs and sad movies and sad books, so I'm not mad about that. The song playing as you face off against your rival dance crew, You Need to Calm Down by Taylor Swift again. That's a very good choice for a dance-off, but it's also not as energetic. I would prefer something a little bit like R&B songs, but I don't really listen to a lot of dance R&B music the past years. So what kind of movie is this? So I think I'm going to have like Step Up movie kind of, but a sad version. Wait, the song playing as you proclaim your love in the rain. Okay, that's romantic, right? But the song is Tolerated by Taylor Swift. Again, that's a very sad song about a very sad relationship, about someone who doesn't feel celebrated in a relationship, very one-sided. The partner doesn't really appreciate her. Maybe if it's a breakup scene in the rain, then that's a very perfect song for that. But Proclaim Your Love, that's concerning. It's already doomed from the very beginning. What kind of love story do I get myself into in this movie? That's questionable and sad, but also kind of interesting. If any of you would love to make this into a movie, let me know. Okay, in 2021, you did what you had to do. Okay, I've seen a lot of different things. I've seen Taylor Swift, Evermore, Olivia Rodrigo, Folklore. Apparently, I spent 13,710 minutes. That seems like a lot of minutes, but I feel like last year I listened to more music. I believe it was around 40,000 or something. This year, this is very normal. I usually listen to music while I'm working on my paperwork, but lately I've been listening to a lot of audiobook. I also just bought a record player, so I listen to a lot of music from my final. Makes sense that I don't listen to as much music as I did last year. Okay, what's this page? While everyone was trying to figure out what NFTs were, you had one song on repeat. Well, the song that is played is Champagne Problems, so I guess Champagne Problems. Yeah. Your top song of the year was Champagne Problems by Taylor Swift. I love this song so much. This song is incredible. This deserves more recognition. I kind of wish she released this song as a single. You played it a very reasonable 75 times. That seems like a very low number, but I also sometimes listen to it from YouTube or my Evermore final, so I guess that's a reasonable amount for how much I listen to the song. Oh, I heard Nobody No Crime from Evermore, so I guess that song will be on my list as well. I think this is going to be my top 5. Yeah, this is my top 5. Okay, that's Evermore cover, and every single songs on my top 5 are from Evermore. I think this is a very correct list for me because Evermore is one of my favorite albums. I listened to the album a lot during 2021, and then I sprinkle a little bit of Fearless Taylor's version, Solar Power by Lorde, Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers as well, and some other music from different artists. So that makes sense. My top 5 are all from Evermore. At the first position, like we all know, Champagne Problems. Second is Tolerated. Okay, makes sense. Gold Rush in number 3. Okay, that's a little bit interesting. I mean, I love that song a lot, but I didn't know that that will be in my number 3. Nobody No Crime featuring Haim in number 4. Wow. Again, same with Gold Rush. I love that song, but I didn't expect this song to be on my top 5, honestly. Number 5, Willow. To be honest, I kind of guessed Willow to be a little bit more than Nobody No Crime. I guess not. Wait. No way. Where's This the Damn Season? That's my second favorite from the album, and that song is not in my top 5. What? Wow, I'm shocked. I really listen to that song a lot. If not top 3, that should be at least in my top 5, but it's not. Which number will it be? Last year we have playlists for my top songs in 2020, so I hope we can get another playlist for 2021. I'm very interested to see where This the Damn Season will be. I will be very surprised if it's not in number 6. Oh, that's July by Noah Cyrus. I love that song. You deserve a playlist as long as your skincare routine. To be honest, my skincare routine is not that long, so I guess it's going to be a short playlist. Listen to your top 100 songs of the year. We have a feeling you'll really love them. So yes, this is a confirmation that we will get playlists, and we will see what songs will be in them as well. Evermore by Taylor Swift and Bonivere, also one of my favorite from Evermore. In a year like 2021, even your music gets a vibe check. It's time to unveil your audio aura. That's new, that's interesting. What? Entering warped, multi-dimensional mode. Okay, I really like this snake thing. You know what this remind me of? The lyric video for Look What You Made Me Do. This kind of look like the snake from that lyric video. If you've watched that video before, let me know if this reminds you of that or not. Okay. Okay, this is very interesting. Your audio aura, your top music moods are wistful and focused. Okay, that totally makes sense, especially with Evermore being my top albums and music. Wow, look at that image. Keeps moving. Okay, that is from Lord. You listened to 15 different genres this year, but we would have been proud even if you exclusively listened to whale sounds. What? 15 different genres. That's quite a lot, but I feel like this is less than I usually do. Last year it was around 30 or something, or maybe even more. Okay, your top genres. Oh, what is this design? This is really bad. I mean, you did great, Spotify, for the whole snake weird thing, but this is just ridiculous. I mean, who designed this thing? I mean, look at the number 5. It's very cramped into that space. Why don't you just make it all lined up? I cannot read that at all. I mean, why do we need to get two different style of the same text? We could be fine with just one. But okay, enough with that. Number 1, art pop. What is the definition of art pop? Let me know, please. I guess Taylor Swift music is art pop. Dance pop in number 2. Wow, I don't think I listen to a lot of dance music. Oh, maybe a lot of Little Mix music is dance pop. Classic rock is my number 3. Makes sense. Should be at least one type of rock in my list. Rock is actually one of my absolute favorite genre, but this year haven't listened to a lot of rock, but I still listen to Queen, Pretty Reckless, a little bit of the Beatles. Number 4, electro pop. Number 5, Metropolis. I don't know what that is. Please let me know if any of you have any idea what Metropolis is. Educate me. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie. Tap the false statement. Oh, this is fun. The song you binge listen to the most, Wildest Dreams Taylor's version. I feel like that might be right. The artist you binge listen to the most was Taylor Swift. Correct. The artist who appeared the most in your playlist was Billie Eilish. I mean, that's kind of true. I listen to a lot of Billie Eilish, but I rarely listen to playlists. I just listen to the whole album. Rarely listen to public playlists or something like that. So I think that's the false statement. Oh yeah, that is the lie. You listened to 83 different artists. That's a lot of number actually. I'm kind of surprised. I thought I was just listening to 10 different artists over and over again, but I guess not. But things got pretty serious with one. I don't have to guess who it is. Pretty sure that's Taylor Swift. See? And you were in the top 0.5% of their listeners this year. That's a pretty good number, right? I mean, I'm probably like in the top, but please let me know if you have a bigger, like a smaller number. So you are in the top listener. What's the smallest number? Maybe 0.0001%, maybe? Kind of curious. You spent a total of 9,839 minutes with them and just couldn't get enough of champagne problems. True. So half of the time I listen to Taylor Swift. Driver's license there. Okay, my top artists. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick guess. Taylor Swift obviously in my number 1. Lorde, Billie Eilish, and Olivia Rodrigo as well will be in there. Maybe Queen or the Pretty Reckless, David Bowie, Harry Styles, or Little Mix, or Lana. Okay, kind of right with my top 5. Number 1, Taylor Swift. Number 2, Olivia Rodrigo. I listen to a lot of Sour, especially Favorite Crime. Lorde, makes sense. I listen to a lot of Melodrama and Solar Power. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. The album and the song and Your Power, one of my favorite songs from 2021. And number 5 is actually Little Mix. We just get a very sad news that they will be taking some break after their Confetti tour ends next year. They try to convince us that this is not the end, this is not them breaking up, this is just them taking a break. I mean, I truly believe them because they are Little Mix. They truly have a special relationship. They are sisters, especially now. Their bond is stronger than ever, and they truly need this time to take some breaks, especially since Perry and Leanne just become a mother. They all now have ventured out and do different things on their own. If they decide to have a solo career in music as well, I won't be mad at that because it's been 10 years, but I'm also scared that it will be just another case of, we've seen this before from One Direction and Fifth Harmony, but at the same time, Little Mix have stronger bonds. I don't know, I truly have faith that they will get back together again sometimes in the future. They said they already have plans for them getting back together, so who knows? I guess we'll have to see, but I'm still pretty sad. But I'm super excited for the future for each and every one of them. Oh, that's Black Beauty from Lana Del Rey. Thanks for making us a regular part of your totally irregular year. Okay, so this is just the recap for my Spotify Wrapped. That's it. Now we will quickly see what songs in my Your Top Songs 2021 playlist. Like I said, I'm curious to see what position Tis the Damn Season will be in. If it's not in my number 6 or even top 10, that will be crazy to me. So top 5, we've seen them all, and I don't see Tis the Damn Season in my number 6. But I don't know what's number 7 is going to be because we get this video from Billie Eilish. I guess some kind of message, but we will watch that later. In number 6, Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, makes sense. I listened to that song a lot, but I guess most people in this planet are. Okay, Tis the Damn Season is not in my number 7. Not even in my top 10. Wait, what? This is totally wrong. That is so weird. What is this? Okay, I'm kind of disappointed and confused. I feel like last year they are pretty spot on. Please, before we continue on with the video, let me know, do you agree with your top 5 artists and songs? If you feel like there's a mistake, please let me know because I feel like there is an absolute crucial mistake Spotify made here in my list. And no, I'm not bitter or anything. Number 7, Your Power by Billie Eilish. Stoned at the Nail Salon by Lorde. I actually listened to Mood Ring more, I feel like. Or maybe because Stoned at the Nail Salon came before the album, if I'm not mistaken, so that makes sense. In number 9, Happiness by Taylor Swift. Number 10, Favorite Crime by Olivia Rodrigo. Yes, I feel like my top 10 is pretty accurate if we don't take Tis the Damn Season into consideration. Next, Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Mood Ring by Lorde, Evermore by Taylor Swift featuring Bonivere, Trader by Olivia Rodrigo, You Broke Me First by Tate McRae, The Louvre by Lorde, Coney Island by Taylor Swift featuring The National, Enough For You by Olivia Rodrigo, My Love Won't Let You Down by Little Mix. I think that's one of my favorite songs from Confetti album. There are actually other songs that I love more than that, but I guess I listen to that one a bit more because it's a ballad. Next, Truth Is by Sabrina Claudio. Amazing song, one of my favorite. Dorothea by Taylor Swift. Happier by Olivia Rodrigo. Savior Complex by Phoebe Bridgers. We finally get some Phoebe. Love Her. Problem With You by Sabrina Claudio. Marjorie by Taylor Swift. Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo. Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey. Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers. Long Story Short by Taylor Swift. Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo, Male Fantasy by Billie Eilish, If You Want My Love by Little Mix, Ivy by Taylor Swift, One Step Forward, Three Steps Back by Olivia Rodrigo, which interpolated New Year's Day, one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, Flightless Bird, American Mouth by Iron and Wine. If you know what this song is, let me know, especially if you know this song because of Twilight. I love Twilight, it's one of my favorite movies, and that song is iconic. It's one of the most romantic songs, and yeah, I still listen to this song a lot. Wolves by Selena Gomez and Marshmello, absolutely one of my favorite songs from Selena Gomez. Right Where You Left Me by Taylor Swift, Jealousy Jealousy by Olivia Rodrigo, finally some Harry Styles, which is Falling, Without Me by Halsey, Cowboy Like Me by Taylor Swift, Hope You're Okay by Olivia Rodrigo, another Harry Styles, Golden, Ilo Milo, or Ilo Milo. How do you pronounce this? Anyway, I always say Ilo Milo, so yeah, Ilo Milo by Billie Eilish. The Lakes, one of the most beautiful, ethereal, magical, poetic song ever by Taylor Swift, Brutal by Olivia Rodrigo, Rumors by Sabrina Claudio featuring Zayn, Make Believe by The Burned. I don't really know what this song is about. Actually, I just really love the melody, the song, very ballady. I first listened to this song in Gossip Girl. I think it was season 3 or 4 when Blair and Chuck had a big fight. If you know, you know. Next, Closure by Taylor Swift, NDA by Billie Eilish, Solar Power by Lorde, finally some David Bowie, Heroes, one of the best song ever, Illicit Affairs by Taylor Swift, Listen Before I Go by Billie Eilish, This Love by Camila Cabello, This Love, I Have Questions, and Never Be the Same, definitely in my top 5 from her. I don't know what other two, I have to think about that, but I guess they are in my top 3. Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles, It's Time to Go by Taylor Swift, Bored by Billie Eilish, one of her best songs in my opinion, Turning Page by Sleeping at Last, another song from Twilight. If I'm not mistaken, this is from Breaking Dawn, the first part, and it's absolutely beautiful. Next, Florida Kilos by Lana Del Rey, Cardigan by Taylor Swift, Sweet Melody by Little Mix, July by Noah Cyrus, Apocalypse by Cigarettes After Sex. Love the band so much. It's amazing if you want to just vibe along, chill. They have some amazing songs. 7 by Taylor Swift, Happiness by Little Mix, Girl Crush, which is a song by Little Big Town, but this is the Harry Styles cover. Next, Slow Dancing in the Burning Room by John Mayer, My Tears Ricochet by Taylor Swift, Confetti by Little Mix featuring Saweetie, Fallen Fruit by Lorde, 4 AM in London by Benjamin Francis Leftwich, Exile by Taylor Swift featuring Bonivere, not a pop song by Little Mix, The Path by Lorde, Exhale by Sabrina Carpenter, August by Taylor Swift, Rendezvous by Little Mix, California by Lorde, Frozen by Sabrina Claudio, This Is Me Trying by Taylor Swift, Holiday by Little Mix, Secrets from a Girl Who's Seen It All by Lorde, Black Beauty by Lana Del Rey, Invisible String by Taylor Swift, Confetti by Little Mix, the original one, Homemade Dynamite remix by Lorde, Khalid, Post Malone, and SZA. That's how you pronounce her name, right? I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Getting Older by Billie Eilish, The Last Great American Dynasty by Taylor Swift, Love Sweet Love by Little Mix, White Queen As It Began by Queen, definitely one of my favorite from them. My Future by Billie Eilish, Hooks by Taylor Swift, A Messy Happy For You by Little Mix, Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers, Billy Bossa Nova, of course, Billie Eilish, The One by Taylor Swift, Breathe by Little Mix, DVD Menu by Phoebe Bridgers, and last but not least, I Don't Change My Number by Billie Eilish. So my top 100 songs, I feel like a lot of them are pretty spot on. I'm just going to mention it again. Tis the Damn Season is nowhere to be found in the whole top 100 list of the songs I listened to the most in 2021, and that's a very major fault from Spotify end because it should have been in my top 10, but it's nowhere to be seen in my top 100 even. Like, that's a major mistake. How can they do that to me? Even the other songs, I feel like most of them are pretty accurate, but a lot of them are not. I feel like there should have been more David Bowie and Queen songs, should have been at least one. The Pretty Reckless songs, at least 25 by them is, I listen to that song a lot. Nowhere to be seen. I mean, not even Bohemian Rhapsody was there, and I listen to that song a lot still, every year. Always been in my top 100. But I guess Spotify was kind of bored at that. They decided to cut them out of my list, I guess, this year. And the order of the songs I listen to the most is kind of random as well. Once we get to the bottom 50, This Is Me Trying, August, Illicit Affairs, The Lakes, Cardigan, My Tears Ricochet are the songs I listen to the most from Folklore, and they are kind of in the bottom end of my top 100 list, especially This Is Me Trying and August, if I remember correctly, and that should have been in my top 50 at least. Lana Del Rey's songs are also kind of random. I mean, I listen to the songs that made into the list a lot, but there are also other songs that I listen to more, I feel like. But I guess, like I said, Spotify kind of bored to see the same songs in my list, because once I love some songs, I will listen to that songs again and again, never get bored, every year. Like, you've seen some Twilight soundtracks. I don't know, like some songs kind of made into the list, and the songs that I thought will be in there, not. But other than that, I guess it's a pretty good compilation. I love every single songs that made into the list, but I'm still really bitter at Tis the Damn Season, and that's a big mistake from Spotify. So I guess this year Spotify wrapped is not a good success for me. It's a little bit, it's a no. I feel like last year's list made much more sense to me and a lot more accurate for me personally. I'm a bit 50-50. I like the movie and aura thing was really fun, so I'm really happy they changed it up a bit and make some new addition. But other than that, again, the list itself, but I guess the new thing make up for it, I guess. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a fun, not very short video. But if you're still here, please share in the comment section down below. How's your Spotify Wrapped this year? Is it accurate? Do they make a mistake? Do you like the new feature, the movie and the aura thing? Also comment down below what's your top 5 artists and songs. I would love to know. And lastly, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope I can see you in my next video. Bye guys.